Hi everyone, in this video I'm gonna teach you COUNTIF formula in Excel. We'll be looking at what COUNTIF is, the syntax and logic of COUNTIF, and COUNTIF in real life situations. COUNTIF is a formula used to count the number of cells that meet a specific criteria. COUNTIF, like any other formula, start with an equal sign followed by the word COUNTIF, open parentheses, then the range, followed by comma, the criteria, and the close parentheses. Range is the group of cells to count. Example, A1 through A20, or C6 through C50, and many more. Criteria is the conditions to match. Example, greater than 80, or apples in a list of fruits. So in this data set I have mobile phone users, and then we have here column A, the screen time in minutes, the battery level, the network type, the data usage in megabytes, and all the way to the top apps they've used. So if we wanted to count the number of TikTok users, it is okay for us to just say count them over here, saying 1 2 3 4 5, and I'm scrolling down, 6 7 and 8 right here. So we'll just count them and say we have 8 TikTok users. But imagine a situation whereby you have thousands, hundreds of thousands of data or users. So counting it manually is going to be very difficult job for you. So in this case, COUNTIF is a formula or a function that helps you to count the number of cells that match a certain condition or a certain criteria. So to count the number of TikTok users using COUNTIF, we want to count them here. So first of all, we use the equal sign, then the word COUNTIF, followed by the open parentheses. Now the first argument is the range, and we have so many ways to enter our range, and I will show you all of them in this video. So the range is the group of cells you want to select your data from. So in this case, we want to take it from the top apps that they've been using. So that is column G. So one way we can select that is just to click or select column G, and then you see that we have G through G. So we'll put our comma, and then the next argument is the criteria. So what criteria are we looking for? We're looking for TikTok. So because it is text, we have to put it in quotation, and we put TikTok, and then we close the quotation, then we close the parentheses and hit enter, and you see we have 8 TikTok users. So that means all these 50 people or 49 people, all of them, 8 people use TikTok. So now we can also find the number of YouTube users using the same COUNTIF formula. So we say equal COUNTIF, open parentheses, then the range. So we are still looking for that range. So now we can just click this cell, drag to select it to the last one, and then there we go. So here we go, and now we select the data, so our range. So we have G2 through G50. So comma, then we have the second criteria, which is our YouTube. So because it is text, we put it, or we wrap it in text, we wrap it in code. So let's do that. YouTube right here, closed, and then close our parentheses and hit enter, and we have 7 YouTube users. Now we can do the same thing, the same for any other criteria. So let's say we want to know the number of people who use the number of users using 4G network. So this is the column of our 4G network. So we say we just say count equal, then COUNTIF, then our open brackets, our open parentheses, then we have the range. So here we are looking for column C, and it starts from C2, so you can just type C2 through C50. So that's the last cell, so C50, and comma, then our criteria is 4G, so we say 4G, then we close our parentheses and hit enter, and now we have 19 users. We can also have the same for our Wi-Fi users here. So we can have COUNTIF, then open parentheses, then the range. So we have C2 through C50, comma, then Wi-Fi, that is our criteria is Wi-Fi, then we close the parentheses and hit enter, and we have 17 users uses Wi-Fi compared to 4G network users. So the same way we can also try, or we can also look at the number of users who uses more than 1000 megabyte. So we come here and put our COUNTIF function or formula, then COUNTIF. Okay, so we want to select this here, so that will be D2 through D50, right, comma, then our criteria is greater than, sorry, you have to bring the quotes, good, the criteria is over, that is greater than 1000. All right, so we close the parentheses and hit enter, and 28 users used more than 1000 megabytes of data. That is it for this video. Stay tuned for our next video. Thanks for watching. If you like this video and you would like to see future content like this, give it a thumbs up, like and share.